Hi, it's Raquel Porter with Balloon Splendor doing the second of 3 videos on the centerpieces. Today we're going to go over color selections and doing some printed balloons in these designs for mocking up for your clients. So the first one we're going to look at is this 3-foot balloon. So first thing I'm going to do is ungroup it and ungroup it again. Okay, and then I'm going to take my my supplier here, MSR, and we're going to go look at some 36-inch balloons. And let's pick this one right here. We're going to click on it and we're going to copy image, and then we're going to go back and we're going to paste it. So we've talked in the past about using this tool right here to set a transparent color. And sometimes when you set a transparent color that is white and there's white in the balloon itself, it just doesn't look really good. I mean, we could go ahead and do that and use that as the balloon, and it would be okay. It would communicate what you're trying to do, but it's not the prettiest thing. So I discovered there's actually a different way to do it here. I'm going to go ahead and just do a Control-Z to go back to where we were. Okay. So I know that this circle here is 1.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is locked. Yep. And we're going to go to 1.5 inches here. So now it should be about the right size. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this balloon backwards, and then I'm going to click on the big balloon, and I'm going to have it not have any fill. And there it is. Isn't that pretty slick? So I don't get quite as much loss on the white colors, and it's just a lot cleaner. So you can do that with any of the balloons. That's just another way of doing it. And then we could come in and we could start coloring some of these balloons also if we wanted to color them in a chocolate color. We could do a sample fill color and just pick that ink color right there. Maybe these down here are going to be a lighter mocha color. Do we have mocha in the colors? Let's see, more fill colors. Is that about there? Yeah, maybe. I think we're just going to leave them white. We'll just go with chocolate and white. And then we can go ahead and come down here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here because this is like really tiny. I'm going to shift, hold it down, and go ahead and color them in again with the chocolate. So that would be one option there. Of course, you can change your tablecloth too. If they wanted to do like an ivory tablecloth, that would probably look better with all this chocolate going on. More fill colors. Let's do a real nice, a little warmer ivory here. Okay. So that would be an option there. It's one way to select it. If we were going to, let's go ahead and try this one next. I'm going to ungroup it again. Okay. Well, let's say we were going to do spring colors. Like we're going to pick a couple of spring colors. Like maybe these are going to be lime. So I can just highlight. I can select the 3 of them, and I can do multiple selections by holding my Shift key down. So there's the lime, and then I can hold that down and maybe go with like a goldenrod. Maybe this one's going to be a light blue of some sort. Maybe that, which means this balloon back here, I'm not able to select that. So if you want to select a different color, you can just kind of work with your layers a little bit. Then we can bring that one forward again, like that. So that would be another way to color them. So let's take a look at this guy here, and again we're going to ungroup it. We're going to ungroup it again. So let's say we wanted to do some printed balloons on that. So I'm going to go ahead and call up MSR again, and let's go to 11-inch print and see what we find here. Let's go for this baby balloon here. Let's go for the baby pink one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enlarge it. I'm going to do a copy image and go back to publisher. I'm going to do a paste. And for this one, I am going to delete the background because we're going to be layering them around. So I need to get this balloon down to this size. So I can go ahead and click on a petal, and I know that the balloon is 0.47 inches tall. So then I can go to my balloon, make sure my lock aspect ratio is clicked, and I can do my height at 0.47, just like it was. And we can drag that right into place, just like that. And we can send it back as it goes back, and then the petal I want to go ahead and do a transparent color. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to go ahead and zoom this up a little bit more too. So that's how we can do that. Let's send that back and select the balloon itself. I haven't figured out how to get it a little more, how to change it to where I can move it a little more. I think it's already set to move pixel by pixel. So, okay, so how do we go ahead and get this printed balloon to fill these other, to replace these other petals? I'm going to go ahead and select these other petals and get rid of their fill color. And this first one, oh, and then I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste 4 more times. Okay, so those are my other 4 balloons that I'm going to go. And then I'm going to go ahead and select one of these and look at the rotation. It's a 288 degree rotation. Okay, and then I can go here and change this one to 288 degrees. And then I can plop it right in there. I have found this to be a lot quicker than trying to manually adjust it. So we can go ahead and take a look at this one. And this is at 72, so I'm suspecting this one will be at 144, yep. And this one will be at 216. Okay, so let's go ahead and rotate these. This first one was at 72. This one's at 144. And this one I think was 216. Is that what we said? Short-term memory goes out the door. Okay. We're going to go ahead and send that back. Yeah, I did remember it correctly. Send that back and come in here and send that back. So now I've got a flower that shows the printed balloons, the baby's first birthday printed balloons. And you could go in and color these in any other way also. So there's how to do that. What else did I want to show you? Okay, so on this little double bubble layer here, when we ungroup that, if you try to color in just the inside balloon, the outside balloon is on the layer on top, even though it's kind of hard to tell. When you click on it, you see the square is showing up around the bigger one, and if we try to color it in, it's the bigger one that's getting colored in. So what you do to get rid of that, or to send the big balloon in the background, is you just send it to the background with this button right here. And now you can click on the inner balloon and you can change the inner balloon color, just like that. Alright, this is kind of a fabric. I was trying to use that to represent like maybe tulle or something. And those options can be down here in texture. I think I picked this marble color here. They call it newsprint. You're not able to, at least I haven't figured out how to change the color on it with these preset textures. So it was a little limited. That's why I went with this one, because I thought that looked the most like tulle. So I use these two quite a bit. And is there anything else in here? I'll have to play with that sometime. So the other option that you can do too is you can do a pattern. You can pick a pattern. So let's say we wanted to do, let's say you found some real nice navy blue tulle, and you wanted to make it look like is a little bit of a pattern there. So you would select the color, and then you can go down here to pattern, and you can change the color to something else. That wasn't a good demonstration. Let's try that again. Let's pick something a little more dense. There we go. That. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. So if you wanted to make it look a little bit thicker, you can pull that down, and then you can send it to the back, and then select just the pole and send the pole to the back. And so now this is looking a little bit thicker. So you know, you can play with it all you want. Maybe this is going to be a baby blue, and you want to add a little texture to it to show that it's kind of fabric-y maybe. So those are some modifications there. And let's see, what else can we change? I think that's pretty much it. With the spiral topiary here, I think the quick way to color them in, let's say you wanted to make these flowers, is, let's go ahead and ungroup it, is of course to hold the shift key down, and you can go ahead and select multiple balloons when you do that. And you can go like that. And oops, I selected that one twice. Which ones did I? Oh, I selected the wrong one. So let's go ahead and change these back to white. And pick up these two. So zooming in really helps so that you can see what you're clicking on. Now if you wanted to wrap this aluminum or copper coil in a different color, you can select the line color also. Let's say we were going to do it in maybe a silver, like if you wanted to, you know, that would be kind of pretty like that. If you wanted to show a different pattern, say we were going to do a wave pattern in that blue, that'd be a different pattern. I don't know, you just have some fun with it. So there you go. That's how to color that in. And let's see, is there something else on here I can show you how to do? I've got the bigger topiary. I already showed you how to color them in there. What if you wanted to do a topiary with some agate balloons? There's one. Let's go ahead and try that. I'm going to zoom in on it a little bit more, make it easier to work with. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and ungroup it. And we're going to go here to MSR, and let's go ahead and pick an agate. I really like the red-orange one. That's one of my favorites. So let's go ahead and copy the image and go back to Publisher and paste that and select the transparent color. And I'm just going to zoom this down here for a bit. So these, I think, are actually circles. Yeah, they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we are going to crop it using a crop to shape. And we're going to crop it to, let's go to a circle. And I forget what the circle size was. Let's see, 0.36. So let's crop to circle, and we'll go 0.36 and 0.36. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and zoom this out or down a little bit more so we get more of the wonderful, wonderful textures and patterns and stuff. There it is. And I think what I would do, I'm going to go ahead and take the fill out. Doesn't that look cute? And I'm going to go ahead and put some of these in real quick, like that. I'm going to actually format this down just a little bit more. And I think I'm going to have to take those off and just, pretty close. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and lock that. And I'm going to send it back. And you'll see that in just a moment why I did that, because I want the outline on it. Copy, paste. Okay, I'm going to make my lines a little bit thicker here. I darken them up a little bit, and then I'm going to thicken them up just a hair. Okay. And this one ends up coming forward. This one gets sent back. Go ahead and finish. I think I just copied the circle, didn't I? I did. That's okay. I'll send that back so I can copy the balloon. So you can see how this can be very tedious, but I think it's worth going through it. I think the client can really appreciate the work you put into it, and to be able to see before they buy is really valuable. So one of the other things that I would do, let's go ahead and pull that one right in the middle here. One of the other things I would do before pitching this to a client is I would rotate some of these around, because we all know no two agate balloons are the same. And if a client sits there and looks at the patterns and think, oh my goodness, that's such a pretty pattern, it's not going to work. So I'm going to pull that one forward here. I selected the circle, so we'll just send it back. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get rid of my lines just for a moment here. Okay. That one, and that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These need to come forward, and these will have the outlines. And then these, I think I can actually lock them. They'll get the outline. I actually want my balloon to be forward. Okay, we'll send the line back. Okay, so you can see how tedious this can be. I could have probably done it smarter too, like most things I do. Bring it forward. There we go. I think this one needs to come forward too. I gotta select. Oh, send the balloon back and then reselect the square and then pull it forward. It's not going to pull forward for me. Let's go ahead and move it and pull it forward. Okay, we'll send. Oh, it's because I got them grouped again. Okay, so I got to ungroup them. And now I can pull this one, just this one. Did I group it or ungroup it? Ungroup. Huh. Yeah, I usually sit down with a cup of coffee when I'm doing this. Okay. So let's go ahead and send that one back. There we go. That looks better. And then this gets pulled forward again. Okay. Whew. There we go. And then we can go ahead and make the lines smaller again, because I don't think they need to have real heavy lines. Isn't that hilarious? Oh my goodness. Can we pull the balloon forward again? No. Okay. Grab just the balloon. There we go. Alright. So that would be another way to work it. So now we've got some different choices on how to color things in. Look at that. And I don't know if MSR has any other interesting balloons. Let's go see here. 11-inch print. Let's see. I really like the polka dots and these big stars. I just think they're the coolest balloons. Let's see. Oh, let's do a black and white happy birthday. Let's get this one in here. Do a copy and then a paste. Did I hit the right? No, I hit the wrong button. Go back here. Copy and then Control V for paste. There we go. And set the transparent color again. And we're going to go ahead and size this down. See how big is that balloon? 0.57 high. So I can go here and 0.57, just like that. We can put it right in there. Zoom it in. Okay, copy, paste. Paste. There we go. And then if they wanted to, you could even further embellish it with some stars. Let's go look at some stars. Gold, and we want to do black and gold. Paste. I need to do a proportion video here. I'm just trying to guess how big the stars should be. It's about that big, right? It's a little bit bigger than that. Maybe about there. Okay. And then we've shown you in other videos how to control the layering. So here is how you can take my template and further embellish it. Oh, look at that. My balloon color, no fill. No fill. Okay, and then we're going to send it back just a layer. There we go. So there we go. Taken the template, now I've colored it in some different ways. So this is Raquel with Balloon Splendor.